Hello, Peter Fu here, and all the way back to the year of 2012. And I'm going to introduce the mass of communication in 21st century. Okay, so here's my table of contents. My presentation includes a little bit of the history of mass communication, then the good and the side effects of mass communication in 21st century. Here's my brief history of mass communication. Back to the 16th century, in Europe where the authority was mostly controlled by Roman Catholic Church, it was the time most of people were illiterate. When the information was only controlled by a few people, they would possibly take advantage of tricking the bunch of fools. That was the history part of selling an indulgence to redeem the human things from punishment. Now it sounds totally ridiculous to us, but it is the main issue that the information should not be held by a specific group of people. Then people have realized that the information should be shared by everyone in society. Because the knowledge spread by the cultural movement from Italy to the whole Europe, suddenly all different kinds of paintings were created during the Renaissance. It was the time all the ideas were exploding by people and shared in the public. In the early 19th century, you could see people were reading newspapers and magazines everywhere on the street, park, and vehicles. People start to get educated, and more people start to pay attention to their government because the information was gradually exposed to the public. Then, close to the end of 20th century, you could nearly see people using digital products, such as computers, CD players, cell phones, and internet. And they were all gradually developed during this time. It made the digital path to enter 21st century. There were so many things came out in 21st century. iPod, iPhone, iPad, advanced searching engine, smartphones, social networks, and more developed website. They were the examples people want to become educated, knowledgeable, and had more convenient life quality. Now let's jump to the next topic. What were good about mass communication in 21st century? I have 3 points total. First, the process of sending and receiving information only takes a second. The information transition between people became faster and faster. It was based on the idea people want to be educated and knowledgeable. Because of the historical experience, people realized that the fool won't bring them the wealth and money. Because most of the humans were knowledgeable. The humans were no longer fooled by a specific group of people and their life became more and more independent. Also, the time became more and more important since the technology were updating every moment. The broadcast, TV, and news changed the life of humans. Moreover, it gradually globalized all the humans in the world. People no longer needed to write letters and send it to their faraway friends to get all the information. Second, people start to have new entertainment and hobbies with different media. In 21st century, movies, video games, online games, social networks, smartphones, all this kind of stuff changed the recreation of humans' life. The people's friendship was no longer limited by the distance and place because internet provide a place for people to share their common ideas and communicate with each other. Virtual games provide a space for people to talk and play with each other with different perspective background. The perfect example, we create a way for computer interactive with humans. That gave an example people no longer needed to go outside for exercising. Third, mass media brought out more and more convenience. The commercials were the other things coming with the TV channel. The promotion urged people to buy their products, go into their store for shopping, and choose the service to get some benefits. The online commercial post had the same function either. All of their purpose was trying to convince you to browse their e-commerce website, make you join the membership or download their trial version for free sample. Above all the mass media, Internet played the most important role because Internet servers only needed you to click a button or submit a form and everything was well set. That broke the rule that people needed to go or drive to somewhere else and did a complex procedure and got their tasks done. After we talk about the goods of mass communication, let's talk about the side effects. I have 3 points also. First, when the mass media were affecting the personal income, there will be some ethic issue. For example, paparazzi was a type of occupation that dug up people's privacy and posted to the public. That's how they made money from. Also, some of the publication company decides to use very sensitive photos for their magazine cover. There could be an almost naked woman or terrible world news that has nothing to do with the contents. The purpose was to draw your eyes to catch the topic. Second, the mass media gradually changed the people's value. There were many video games, movies, TV programs that contained the violent behaviors, bad language, and bloody fights. The purpose of these things was to enhance the realistic of the actual environment of the situation. It might be true, but it's harmful for children or the teens who were still growing up. Same as the other media, sometimes as the human beings, we had to have an ability to make sure that the famous people were doing something for their own purpose or they were saying something good to society. That was extremely important because their ideas would completely change the way of our thoughts and behaviors. Moreover, it will eventually lead a person's life to become more positive or negative. Third, the convenience media also brought out laziness and distraction to people's life. For example, we used to spend more time to get the work done. The appearance of computers almost solved all the issues in a short amount of time. The people were less and less using their brains to create new things. That was one of the main issues in 21st century. Also, the distraction made people get lost in the various digitally world. They couldn't focus on their goals to get their assignment finished. It was a very serious issue. Here's my conclusion. In 21st century, the media looks like water. It floats a boat, also sinks a boat. As the human being in 21st century, they should have their independent thoughts and avoid becoming the puppets of media. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you guys later.